This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. Gen Z was born online. They grew up on screens, scrolled through their childhoods, and learned to communicate in emojis, memes, and DMs. But now, something's shifting. The generation that was supposed to thrive in the digital world is quietly burning out. They're tired, not just physically, but emotionally, existentially. And the signs are everywhere. So today, let's dig into the truth. Why is Gen Z so tired of being online? And what does it mean for the future of identity, attention, and reality itself? Gen Z didn't choose the internet. It was their environment, their playground, their teacher, their babysitter. They've been uploading, commenting, and creating since before they understood what privacy meant. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. Their lives were content before they had language for it. Likes meant approval, views meant value, attention meant existence, and for a while it worked, until it didn't, because when your entire life happens online, the pressure never stops. Let's break it down. The brain isn't built for constant stimulation, and yet that's what Gen Z gets. Every second of every day, endless notifications, algorithmic dopamine hits, comparison loops, fear of missing out, FOMO. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. The mind isn't multitasking, it's drowning. Anxiety, depression, dissociation, burnout, not just buzzwords anymore, they're baselines. Gen Z is starting to realize being constantly connected doesn't mean being fulfilled. It's not just boredom, it's emotional exhaustion, the pressure to look perfect, post constantly, be funny, relevant, woke, stylish, and effortless every day. It's a full-time job, for free. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. And the reward? Validation that fades in seconds. No wonder more young people are deleting apps, turning off notifications, ghosting their own feeds. Digital detoxes aren't a trend anymore, they're survival. Here's the core issue. Who are you when you're not online? For Gen Z, that's a terrifying question, because when identity is built through screens, followers, and algorithms, logging off feels like disappearing. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. If no one sees you, do you still exist? This isn't vanity. It's a trauma response to growing up inside a performance loop, and many are waking up to how fake it all feels. The rise of ChatGPT, virtual influencers, and deepfake perfection hasn't helped. Now Gen Z isn't just competing with each other, they're competing with digital gods that never sleep, age, or fail. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. When everything can be generated, what's left to be authentic? The anxiety doesn't come from AI replacing jobs, it comes from AI replacing meaning. You know what's trending? Touch grass, go analog, silent retreats, journaling, painting, hiking, breathing. Not because it's aesthetic, but because Gen Z is exhausted by pretending. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. They don't want more content, they want connection. Less scrolling, more soul, less performance, more presence. The digital world was supposed to empower them, but now they're asking, at what cost? This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. Gen Z isn't ungrateful. They're not lazy. They're not addicted by choice. They're just tired of living in a world that never lets them rest. And as the screens get brighter, the craving for darkness, real rest, real silence, real life, gets louder. So maybe the most revolutionary thing Gen Z can do is unplug. Not to run away, but to remember who they are when no one is watching. Subscribe to the Zenith for more unfiltered truth about tech, identity, and what it means to be human in a synthetic age. This is the Zenith speaking. All you hear is real. Stay tuned for the next episode coming your way real soon.